And we are live here at performancestudios.com in Quincy, Massachusetts. You are watching Night Moves. I'm your host, Joshua Paul. We are back after 3 weeks from our last interview with the Oscar winners and local actors or actresses that was in CODA. And what a good time that was. But tonight I have a different host joining me. We have Marlena. Hello, dear. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. Yourself?
That's good. Yes, I'm well. Thank you. Tonight we're talking about fashion. Talking about all things dressed well or not dressed well, which is what I consider myself. Yeah, you're always fashionably dressed. I'd have to say this. Your attire this evening is probably the most low key, right? Mm-hmm. That I've seen you in. The hair's up. Usually you're always like zoom walking down the
She's had a long day today.
Oh, okay. She's busy today.
she's riding on fumes right now.
Oh, geez.
Actually, speaking of fashion, Marlena just got signed to Model Club a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's great.
Congratulations.
That's great.
She's got a nice career ahead of her.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that was pretty exciting, right?
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's really good when it's the first time you do something in your career. You know, you reach certain levels. And you kind of like, you remember those firsts in your career. You always remember those. Hi, people. I just want to say
Mike, hello. Welcome. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
So now that you're signed, what happens now? What happens?
It's the beginning.
Okay. All right. Okay. What's
the first step?
Like what? I mean, do you go? You're modeling clothes. You're in commercials. You're in TV. Like, what happens now?
It is a conversation. So the conversation was about being in commercials, maybe an actress.
Yeah.
Getting into acting school.
Okay.
So.
Sure.
Good thing about Model Club, I'm just going to interject here. Good thing about Model Club is they cover a lot of different types of entertainment. They do acting, corporate work. They do commercial work, catalogs, things like that. So there's a lot of opportunities especially in this area right now, with all the movies being shot and things like that. So it's a good opportunity for a lot of people right now.
Well, that's really awesome. Congratulations. That's fantastic.
If you want to know, the process is once they get signed, they usually start developing their portfolio, their comp card, or sometimes they call them a Z card. And then from there, they start putting them in the mix when they get requests from different companies. We want this, we want that, send us what you got. And then they start do castings. So it's a bit of a process, but you have to learn that in order to get to the really good stuff in the industry.
Ooh la la.
There you go.
Be in the presence of somebody famous someday.
You know how you work a job for 2 weeks and then you start getting paid?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Just like that.
Yeah,
right.
something like that.
Right.
Nothing happens yet.
Yeah, it takes a little while. Actually, you did get one offer already because it was
My
something.
hands.
Yeah, they wanted to be a hand model.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's a waste, isn't it?
Oh, you're like,
All the rest of
hello.
it. Exactly.
It was different. I mean, I didn't mind it. I'd submitted it and
Sure.
they didn't say anything back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So you figured
That's the first one. It's the first
you
one.
figured it was fine.
first rejection,
Yes.
took it well.
Actually, Joshua, you should be a chess model.
So, that went right
a
over
chess
my
model.
head.
A chest model. A chess model.
Who should be a chess
You.
model?
I said
What,
you.
me?
Yes, you.
Oh, with my Anthony Bourdain t-shirt?
No, not that. I'm talking about your real.
Oh,
yeah.
by the real. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The inflated.
He's in
the
shape,
inflated.
man. He's in shape.
Yeah, it's the
Very good.
It's the Botox and steroids.
Yeah.
So.
What do we got coming up on the calendar?
Well, I know. Next week, Joe Malenka. He's a local guy, and he's been in the Boston fashion realm for a long time. He's done a lot of shows. I guess that he's got something going on at Liberty next Thursday.
Yeah, he's going to be doing Fashionably Late next Thursday,
and hopefully all of his guests show up on time and not fashionably late, because then they'll miss his show.
No, I think Joe's been basically telling the whole world that he's doing an event there. So I think a lot of people will show up the next week.
And Marlena,
my camera's out of focus. Why is mine out of focus?
And have you modeled in any of his stuff, Marlena?
Yes.
And
So
what was that like?
I mean, it went well.
Okay.
Yes, his clothes are awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's more like the last time he had the event, a fashion show. He had King Combs there. I helped him promote it.
Yeah.
He had a good host there, Marta Diaz around there.
I don't know. I did. I mean, I did go. I did go. You know, I'm drawing a blank. Come on, who's the king of the guy in Boston? Who? Come on, help me out here. Who does all the? I'm like drawing a blank right now. Who does all the hosting?
Oh, you're talking about
Gustavo. Right, Gustavo. I'm sorry,
Oh my
Gustavo. I
God.
was just drawing a blank. But he had on
I'm
like
telling
this.
on you.
I'm sorry. I didn't really mean. I just showed up
How
here 5
is
minutes.
he,
That's going to be a blow to
I'm
Gustavo's
sorry.
ego.
I just showed up 5 minutes ago. I just blew in here in the station.
That's good though.
But he had on like this screen sort of suit and outfit that I thought was quite unique.
Oh yes.
Not something that I would have worn, but
I'm gonna have to pull a picture of that so we can
it
give
was
everyone context.
it was very unique. That's all I'm going to
Yeah,
say.
Very
definitely.
fun. Very fun in
You
his
know.
clothing.
Oh,
The
he's
pastel colors and very vibrant.
that I would think that's a reflection from his culture. I would assume. You know, but anything else? Like, I mean, have you been following the Johnny Depp trial?
Yes.
Oh yes, let's talk about that for a few
Oh
minutes.
no.
Come on, I'm dying to get some things out there. Like WTF. It is crazy.
God bless him.
Like some of these people that are famous and they're worth lots of money and they live the lifestyle that they do and put up with the crap that they do. Literally.
Yeah. Well, I think
Figuratively. Watch his movies,
figuratively and literally with the crap.
I think it takes two to tango in that case. I think they're both
Oh, yes.
they both pretty much deserved each other. That's the way I see it at this point. They're a good match in a sense.
Well-
that they're totally unmatched. That's basically what I'm saying.
Well, Elon Musk definitely dodged a bullet on that one.
oh, that's right.
We're right by
That's
them.
right. I forgot about that.
Because she knows how to pick them. She's no dumb girl. Come on, she knows how to find the fish. Johnny Depp just fell for it.
Yeah, well, Elon Musk is a much bigger fish.
Much bigger. Yeah, much. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you can't get any bigger than the richest man in the world, right?
No, the guy that's like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy Twitter. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's 42 billion. All right, 44. Just call it 44.
Yeah, right. Let's just round it.
45.
I mean,
It's almost
like,
40. Yeah, it's in between 44 and 45.
But what are your thoughts on the trial, Marlena? What's your
Well, I heard a little bit, and when you hear someone's story about what they went through, it gives you an insight how they feel, what they think, what they were going through, and he was very in depth on how it happened.
Well, they always say there's three sides to every story, right? His side, her side, and the truth.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's somewhere in
Exactly.
between the two of them.
Yeah.
And she just looked like she didn't want to be there.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Who
think
does?
either one of them wanted to be there. Yeah, definitely. All right, we got to go to commercial. How about that?
And we'll be right
And
back.
We'll be right back with Denise. All right, stay tuned, folks.
Well done, my friend.
I've been practicing. You know, blackberry hint water tastes more like fresh blackberries than the blackberries in my pie.
Really?
Yeah, taste for yourself.
I believe I will.
And?
Delicious. Just blackberries, no sugary stuff. My cherry hint water tastes more like cherries than the ones in my pie.
I'll be the judge of that. You're right. Cherry hint water tastes more like cherries, not like that sugary cherry stuff in your pie.
Seems impossible.
We should double check.
Hint, water with a touch of true fruit flavor.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet breaking, record breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
For decades, Alba Restaurant has been a premier dining destination on the South Shore. Located in the heart of Quincy, and now with a second location in Hanover, Alba Restaurant has something on the menu to satisfy every palate. From sumptuous flame-broiled steaks, to freshly caught cold water seafood, to vine-ripened and hand-picked vegetables grown on our seasonal roof deck, you can be confident that your meal at Alba will be a truly pleasurable dining experience. Alba also offers private dining rooms and function options. Both Alba locations are open 7 days a week. For more information, please visit either of our websites at albaquincy.com or albaon53.com.
And we're back to Night Moves, live here in Quincy, Massachusetts. I'm your host, Joshua Paul, joined by the newly signed Hot Model Inc. model, Marlena. We're excited to, tonight's it's all about fashion, and I got on my Anthony Bourdain t-shirt. Yes. If you can see it, right? Anthony Bourdain, he's always...
That's about food, not fashion.
Yeah, Well,
we could talk food forever.
Well, he was a little bit about everything, but...
True. Always about excitement and adventure and food.
He was quite the unique guy, and we always like to talk about unique people, like our next guest, Denise Hajjar.
Good segue.
She has a store down in Marina Bay, which if you're going to have
Let's not call it a store. That sounds so basic.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay. Well, she's got a boutique. She's got whatever. You come in, you buy clothes. People love going there. Women love going there.
Yes.
I went to one of her events last summer, and it was like 300 people on the boardwalk. It was sold out. It was crazy. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for saying my last name correctly.
Well, of course, yes, yes, of course. The last show that I went to that you shot, Michael, and it was kind of overcast and cloudy. Everybody showed up. There wasn't a spare seat. I mean, even though that you could, there was threatening skies and rain, they showed up.
They did, and the weather just held up.
Oh, you were lucky.
I know.
You were lucky. God, God was looking down. He goes,
oh,
we'll wait another 2 more hours.
Yes.
Then we'll rain them out.
Yes. Get them out of here.
Right. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Well, go ahead and talk to us a little bit about, to our audience of those that are just tuning in for the first time and don't know who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Denise Hajjar, and I'm very fortunate to have a beautiful boutique right on the boardwalk at Marina Bay. I've had it there at that location now over 3 years. Yes, and it just really has been a wonderful acceptance from the community, both within Marina Bay and the surrounding area. I'm just really happy that they loved the store. They love the store, and I love being there. I've really have enjoyed it from day one, and I just love going there every day.
Of course you do. You created it. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't you? I mean, I walked through it briefly. None of the things are what I would wear because they're mostly for women. There's, but you have nice stuff.
Thank you.
You have nice stuff. It's not crap.
Thank you. 100%. Well, the other boutique, the other shop has some nice men's T-shirts and sweatshirts and other things, but the clothing boutique is it's just women. It's all accessories and clothing, and it is I've catered it, I've twisted it from when I was in Boston to what women are wearing now for clothing, which is more of a upscale dressy casual lifestyle.
Look at your wearing. Look at your finger jewelry, for God's sakes.
Well,
I mean, somebody loves you over there. Look at the size of that thing.
I have a really good.
We heard about this guy. I want him to pay for my dinner bill. Holy smokes! Mario, hello, welcome.
Thank you for having us. By the way, it's great.
So so the boutique has been doing really well. Getting ready to open it this weekend, actually. We've been working really hard all week, getting it all ready to be open for spring, getting all the spring stuff all hung up and ready to go. People have been knocking on the door. You're going to open this weekend, so they're all ready to come in and go shopping.
Oh, so this is perfect time. You're having
yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So now Marina Bay Living's been open, though, right?
Just on the weekends, we just February and March, we opened like Fridays, Saturday, and Sundays, just so that people could go in and get whatever emergency things they needed, or just little gift items, etc.
And get out of the house from being
And get out of the house
quarantined.
a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so emergency biscottis, right? That's
Exactly.
what I know.
Biscotti.
And
That's it.
we have an amazing crew that has been, with us. So they've been manning the store.
Sure. Well, it's hard to find good people these days.
One of them is Angela, right? So shout out to Angela.
Oh, yeah. I love her.
Oh, she's a hot ticket.
She's got a lot of energy.
Oh my God.
She is, and she loves us dearly. So.
And that girl's in shape.
Yes, she is.
She's in shape.
She's in soccer
Soccer
shape.
shape.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, she is. Yes,
Good stuff for you.
I mean, a lot of small businesses and boutiques and stores through COVID went out of business. How did you survive and migrate through it?
Excellent question. We opened only to have to shut down in 2019.
Yeah.
And what I literally did, and I think Mike knows, I just pivoted the business and turned it into a mask making operation for the months that we were closed, because nobody had masks, no one were making masks, so we just decided to do that. And so we moved all the clothing out of the way. We brought in cutting tables, machinery, and did that straight 7 days a week.
Yes.
He learned how
Yeah,
to press.
how to press.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was so hysterical. So he was the presser. I had another friend do straight stitching. I did all the pleating and the elastic and the finishing, and it was like Domino's pizza for weeks and weeks and weeks until the industry caught up. But we were doing a service. We were giving masks away to all nurses and police officers and firefighters and EMTs and just school teachers. I mean, they needed masks, and so we were donating nursing homes.
We donated a lot of masks during that
We made
period.
a lot of masks. 4,000 masks I made.
Wow.
In the time frame. Just morning, noon, and night. I was going home like 10 o'clock at night and getting up and going back at 4
And
in the
how did
morning.
you distribute them?
They called us. We had them all packaged. They would have to come to the side door. We didn't know, so you're just doing whatever was told to you, and then we would hand it to them. So that they had to come to us. And they did. You have no idea. They did. They just came from everywhere. And then fortunately, the Patriot Ledger did a really beautiful article because I was donating so many, and that just exploded it even more. People coming and wanting the mask. So that got people to know about the boutique, because they would stick their head into the store and say, oh my God, I got to come back here.
Sure.
So when we opened up in June, it just kind of set the whole thing off. And
So you were secretly doing marketing, although you didn't really. That wasn't your anticipation.
Exactly.
But yeah, getting people to come in and take a look around real quick.
And they got to know us, and they realized we were local, so that really helped a lot.
And the area's beautiful.
And we're fortunate enough to live there, so
yeah,
that's just great.
So you compare that to the previous location in Copley Square.
Well, no, before Copley Square, and then I went to the Intercontinental at the Seaport, and they're just totally different locations, dynamics, times. When I had my shop at the Fairmont Copley Plaza, it was just a different time and place, and it was just a phenomenal experience. I'll never forget it. And then when I went to the Intercontinental, the location was beautiful, but it wasn't the right location for me.
That's a tough area.
It was a very tough area. I wasn't getting the foot traffic. So after 7 years, I took a year off, and then the spot at Marina Bay opened up, and
Perfecto.
Yes, it was great.
It felt right.
And then a year and a half, 2 years ago, we realized, my husband and I, that we needed to open up a gift shop because people were looking for gift items and home goods and food items. So the other space became available, and that just exploded from day
timing.
one. Yes. So everyone loves the fact that we have both of these shops on the boardwalk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just like Domino's, have it your way, right?
Yeah.
That's Burger King. Come on. Get your fast food right.
I
Joshua.
like Burger King.
Well, yeah, but you don't eat that stuff. I can tell. Of course I do. You don't. No, you don't.
But you're like you had like 300 people or something like that at your.
Yes,
that
we
was
did.
the small one, Joshua.
Yes,
by the way,
because
that was the small one.
this year we're having 500 people for June 21st. for the St. Mary's Center.
Wow.
It's we didn't even have to send out actual invites, just the save the dates went out, and everybody just bought tables and tickets, and we're just psyched. We're really psyched.
300 people was because of the COVID situation, because we had to have the separation of the tables.
Sure.
If it wasn't there, it probably would have been 500 people.
So now we can have more tables and more people, and everyone's just so happy.
500 people.
500 people.
And those and from the audience that I saw there, those are people that had money. They'd spend money. They weren't like 21-year-old girls. I mean, they were like older women that you could tell, like what they would. I mean, I was looking at the audience. I'm going, they got money. There's money here.
You know what it is? The community is a very tight community. You have Dorchester, Milton, Squantum, Braintree, Weymouth, of course, Quincy, and everything around Quincy. And these people are loyal, and they support small businesses. That's what I've come to find out. They will stick to, and they come back. And I've just am so tickled by all of this, that they want to come back and support the small businesses. So,
of course,
and they like what we have. They like what we carry, and we're just trying to do a nice thing and keeping it local. You know, the products that we carry in both shops, we try to keep it local, and people love that. They really do.
We also have international stuff in the boutique on the Marina Bay Living, correct?
Right. So we hunted down a wonderful gentleman from my husband's town in Bari, Italy, that was exporting food. So I said to him, please just talk to my husband. We would love to carry your food items. So once they started talking, they realized they were from the same town. He agreed to sell his products to us. So we carry some incredible Italian food items from my husband's house.
Why don't you tell us what you got there, Mario?
Come on, well, basically it was like a match, really, when we met. And it really gave the opportunity because, I was born in Italy, and I came here when I was 10 years old, and I had experienced a lot of the foods back then. By bringing that over now to our shop, I wanted other people to experience the same taste and so on. So that really worked out great, because the fact that he was literally from the same area where I came from, we found all these different types of foods, and it's really quality. What I'm finding out now is once people come and they taste it, and I actually give samples out, because that's the best way. A lot of people don't understand what some of these foods are, but by giving samples out, they taste it, they go, wow, this is really different. It's the quality's there, and they come back. So, and I won't, we won't sell anything unless I taste it first and I know that it's quality. So we're very selective in that area.
Can I apply for the taste tester job, please?
Absolutely, yeah, anytime. Mike can come over anytime. You know that. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, I had they gave me a little gift basket. Not little, actually, it was a pretty big gift basket with some delicious pasta sauce from Italy, and the pasta was definitely good pasta.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that was very, very. And I told you about those little mini. What do you call them? Biscottis that you gave me. Those went real quick.
Yeah, the taralli, which is really it's from the area, the region where I come from. That's very famous there. So,
it was very good. Good with hot drinks too, especially in the wintertime.
Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yes, okay, very good. So what's planned for the summer for you guys? As far as, do you have any outlook as far as being better than the previous 2 summers, or are you kind of like thinking maybe it'd be still cautious, people going out?
Well, I think, no, I actually kind of, when I started doing my buying for the season, really took the time to look for exciting new artists, young developing artists of all the different products, local. It's been amazing. It's just so much fun to discover very talented people in the surrounding area. It has been a wonderful educational experience and a journey. So we've expanded and broadened our product line so that we can give a little bit of something for everybody with the marina feel to it. I'm not going outside of my lane so much. The clothing is a little bit more colorful and fun, and some of it is from Italy now, which I'm so excited.
Nice.
I found some vendors from Italy.
There we go.
And they love color and they love flair, and so that, and it's all reasonable. Everything that I'm carrying is reasonable. And then just, I have to take my clients on a journey, and I have to take them I always say I take them to the edge, but never over. So that's my job, because if I don't do that, there's no reason to come back. So they're always excited to see what I'm doing, and they trust me that I'm going to guide them, and I'm not going to make them put something on that's not right for them. And the same thing with the gift shop, with all the gifts and the new items, I'm discovering new artists and local people that, I want to carry their stuff and they want to sell it to me. So it's very exciting. I just hope we have a good season. I think people are ready to come out in
people are
big
fed
force.
up.
Yes,
I believe so.
I think you're starting the season off right with the show.
Yes.
Quick question about the colors.
Yeah.
You said the colors. Is that kind of like a wishful thinking that you want people's moods to be more colorful and bright for this season versus previous?
Yes, I want it to be more upbeat and happy. I think that's a reflection. When you wear a happy color, you'll feel better. And it doesn't, and if you're not so much in the clothing, then I always say, then wear it in your accessories. Everyone can wear color in their accessories, whether it's jewelry, a handbag, a belt. There's always a way to put color in your wardrobe. So if it's not the actual piece of clothing, but they're going to see a lot of color in my store.
Actually, we're bringing in a lot of colorful ceramics. Again,
Yes.
Italian. A lot of plates and platters, and there's a lot of lemons involved. If you notice, if you come to the shop, we actually have a line set up just for a lot of lemon type objects and stuff like that. So
what about lemon type foods?
Yeah, well.
Oh no, we're looking. Yes.
Okay. Limoncello.
Limoncello would be,
Yes.
yeah. I wish we could sell that. I think at some point we will.
Right.
Actually, quick, I want to give a shout out to the restaurant we were shooting at Wicked Bites yesterday,
Yeah.
Stazione the Federal in Waltham, and they had a limoncello cake that just knocked me off my feet. That's all I'm saying. That's my food.
Perfect timing,
Perfect
Michael.
timing, right? Lemons. Oh yeah, I love
This
limoncello.
is the year of the lemons.
The year of the
That's right,
lemons.
The year of the lemons.
Okay.
Yeah. In a positive way.
In a positive
So one of the nice new things that I was discovered is now I'm going to have this place settings and tableware and so dishware and platters, and so people can buy all of that locally, and each thing has a story behind it, which people love to know about. Where to talk about the plates and the story behind it, or the platter.
Yes, yeah. It's a
So
lot hand painted, again, platters and so on. So I think that's real. Again, brings some of the
I would
Italian.
love to add though,
Yeah.
because when I go to boutiques, when I go to restaurants or meet new people, it's good to know that they come from a
Local
story.
area, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. And it can be positive, it can be negative, but when you put love into something, or like you were describing how you're going out and you're venturing and you're expanding, people see that. And when you start so small and then like you increase and you develop yourself, people
Yes.
see the bright and
Yes.
the shining, like, Denise, wow, what's going on?
So essentially,
and I get excited, and they see the excitement.
Denise
Exactly.
Hajjar is turning from a fashion brand to a lifestyle brand then.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
I think it's important. I think it's a great pivot. I know it's this word that's been used so much, but it has been a wonderful pivot for my business and just expanding who I am. The bottom line is, people will like my taste. So whether it's clothing or home goods or gift items or even the foods that we carry, people, if they like what you offer them, then they like you. They like what you're.
It's a reflection.
You are. Yes.
It's a reflection. Well,
Yes.
as they say, the Italians know how to do, food, fashion, and fast cars.
There you go.
There you go.
So, put all that together. Boom, boom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And the clothes are great, I can admit.
Yes, we're having a great time with working with these companies, and the show is a reflection of it. It's a happy show. The models have an incredible time. I've got some great surprises in store for the show coming up.
I'm ready.
All right, so you know what we're going to do right now? You know what we're going to do right now? We are going to actually air a video from the very first show that you did on Marina Bay. Now, this was 2020.
No, he didn't.
And we didn't know exactly how that was going to turn out, did we, Denise?
No, we didn't.
We didn't. So we're going to air this clip, and then we'll come back and talk about in 2022. Okay?
Sure.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Hey everyone, my name is Marina Bay with Performer Radio and Television, and we're at Marina Bay in Quincy for Denise Hajjar's fashion show.
Boston born and raised, Denise Hajjar was influenced by her grandmother, who was a designer in Syria. Her grandfather, also in the industry, was a pattern maker and owned a dress factory in Lebanon.
I am standing here with the incredible one and only Denise Hajjar. Denise, tonight was absolutely incredible. Your outfits were literally amazing. What inspired this collection this season?
Oh my God, first of all, I'm just so happy to be doing a fashion show. It's been like almost a year. I opened in October of last year, couldn't do an opening, and then it finally happened. I just think that I was so excited, and I just pulled out all the stops and wanted to give everybody a good time and show them what, I'm able to do and make everybody happy and celebrate, in a safe way.
Definitely. Now, how hard was it to pull this whole thing together? It looks incredible.
So it was definitely a team effort. We all had to come up with a plan, keeping everybody apart, making sure we wore masks, and no one could walk around really without their masks. And I had to apply for a permit. I had to go to the Board of Health. I had to really tell them everything I was going to do, and they finally gave me the permit. So, plus we wanted to do it for the first responders, so that was great. It was great.
It is awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us tonight. She is right here on Marina Bay. You can come to her boutique, and she will be ready for it. And these clothes are absolutely fabulous, so you definitely want to check her out. What a magical night here at Marina Bay. Denise Hajjar absolutely killed it with her unique and super different collection, from wearing a dress, elegant, to just sweaters. She had a peace sign on some of her clothing that really just wanted to support America, support the first line responders that we all thank so much for working so hard day in and day out to support us. So awesome show tonight. You guys will see the recap. You'll see all about it, and definitely come check out her store here at Marina Bay in Quincy.
All right, that was good.
Wow.
That
was awesome.
And you're saying that was 300 people.
Yes.
And this is going to be 500 people in June.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Yes, we were able to put more tables out because we don't have to have such restrictions, and the need was there because people really want to come, and they're happy. They're outdoors. God willing, it's a beautiful night. That's why we have the rain date is the 22nd, but hopefully the 21st will be it. It's the longest day of the year. It's summer solstice, and it's a win-win for everybody, and it's a really big win for the St. Mary's Center for Women and Children in Dorchester.
And actually, the sunsets, if people haven't seen them from Marina Bay, they're absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, you're in a perfect spot.
Oh,
Perfect spot.
Perfect spot.
Yeah.
The sun sets over the city.
Yes.
That you can see across the bay. It's a very perfect spot.
Oh, you're ready.
Oh.
It's going to be here before you know it.
How many designers are going to be? Or is it just you?
It's just me. Always just me. Yes.
Just you. Okay. So that's
I have
pretty
14 models and some surprises, and they're stoked.
Well,
so.
I'm going to tell people the surprise you had last year. Okay, and in October she did another event, and they had an instant flash mob, which I actually was able to capture from a drone.
Oh, a flash mob.
Yeah.
Yes.
The flash mob, remember?
That's fun.
Yes.
It was quite fun.
It was a bit of a rainy day,
dancing,
but still people were in a good mood.
They did. It was the opening day of Boston Fashion Week, and I asked a favor of my ballroom instructor, Kimar Bennett, to come and do a flash mob, and everyone got up just about and participated. It was so much fun because it was unexpected.
So when you decided to do this year's, and you knew you could do extra tables, you said you sent out a save the date. And was the save the date also have a link to buy tickets, or they just asked you and you said, okay, I better sell the tickets?
No, there was a link, and just people were pre-buying, just knowing that it was happening. They just knew, and they would call the St. Mary Center and just said, I want a table, I want to do this, I want to do that. So it went so quickly. I'm amazed. So I'm really happy.
That's great for St. Mary's, definitely.
Congratulations.
Yes. Well, they have so much that has to get done over there, and they're not affiliated with anything. So all the money that's raised is definitely used.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They take care of almost 500 mothers and children every day to get them, off of welfare, to get them off of homelessness, to get them out of battered situations and hungry situations. So
and where
that
is
goes
this?
on. They're in Dorchester. It's the old St. Margaret's Hospital.
Okay.
And that building's 100 years old, so that the building is tired and it needs a reboot. And so they're trying to raise money for that, as well as helping these mothers on a daily basis.
Wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
That's excellent. And when did you start becoming associated with St.
They
Mary's?
came to me actually 3 years ago, and a lot of them knew of me from before, and just said, would you like to do, we'd like to partner with you to do a show. And we were supposed to do it, but then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So I had to delay it.
That thing called COVID.
What is that?
What is
that thing called COVID.
Yeah, it's still here though. In different forms, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's okay.
So this is great. So you guys are working together.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
Finally. It's
Yes.
it's happening. You're going to have representatives from the organization there too?
Oh, yes. A
Good,
lot of the
sorry.
board members,
good.
the head of St. Mary's is there.
Wow.
So we have a great team. These ladies are so unselfish. They're just an amazing group of people. All I can say is they say what they mean and they mean what they say, and that's rare.
Yeah. They don't just tweet about it; they actually do it.
They actually do it.
yeah.
There's no agenda except to help St. Mary's. So when they say, "Oh, I can do this," they do it, and I'm like, "Whoa!"
And you can tell. You
Yes.
can tell when people are passionate
Yes.
about what they do.
Yes.
And how they say it, because you go to restaurants, you meet different type of people, and then they tell you like,
Oh, yes.
I'm doing
Yeah.
this, I'm doing that, but then you can
We never truly know.
separate.
The let's do lunch crowd.
Mhm.
In
You
other
can
words, they don't mean
separate
it.
the ones
They
that
don't mean
actually
it.
want to stay,
Right.
and those are the ones that stay.
This group that's all part of St. Mary's, they're all respectful of each other, of all of us, and all of our skills and talents, and we know what we can and cannot do. So I'm not going to say, "Oh, I can do this," when that's not the case.
Promising, and-
right?
yeah.
Nobody does that, so it's wonderful.
Yes.
I think that's a reflection. I think that's a generational thing. That's a generational thing.
You got to break them. Curses.
The thing of it, part of it, Marlena, is it's your upbringing, right? And and it's who's mentored you as you were growing up. Your word is everything, right?
Yes.
In the Italian way, it was, if you don't got your word and you break my balls, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's right.
So it's the same sort of thing.
Good to know. I mean, you learn something new every day.
Well, thankfully you don't have any balls, Marlena. But
Metaphorically.
But no, it's true though. Like you have to, you got to come through what you say, and your word becomes everything. And I think, especially for an organization like that, for them with as much need as that they
Serious.
have, and they come to you.
Right.
They know that they're coming to somebody that can deliver. So it's also a reflection of your, level of ability
right.
and success
Powerful.
because you've done it, right? And you are doing it. So kudos.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yes.
No, I'm, and I've got my husband here who's so supportive.
Your big cheerleader.
Yes, number
He's
one.
my
Yes.
best cheerleader.
Yes.
I think he was in awe when he watched the first time the scope of just how much an event like this, what it takes to do.
Oh, I know that too.
And you do know
Yes,
that,
I do.
Mike. And
We're here for you too, Michael.
Very few people can relate to that, right? Yes, I know.
They go, it's one thing to say, oh, I'm going to do a fashion show, but when you do an event that just encompasses so many other moving parts, that just takes a lot of energy and skill and knowledge and know-how and patience. Yes.
And then you need a micromanager because when you overmanage, you need the little things to get done.
So my husband, he's the one that keeps me
leveled,
and
sane,
in
check.
Yes.
Keeps you cool in the storm or when it's a storm.
I need someone like that.
What would that saying be? Oh.
No, that's okay.
What about me?
No, but no, I mean,
there is something. You're right.
I mean, no, you're right. You're right about that, Marlena. It's having your. Well, in your case, you're lucky. It's your significant other. It's not a business partner. It's not a sibling.
Yeah.
It's your significant other, somebody who knows you closer than the others that I just mentioned.
The intention is pure.
Yeah, If not, you argue about it later. But
that's right.
But no, I mean, putting on a show like that is a huge production. I've produced a lot of shows over the years. I've been to Italy 5 times. I've been on tour there. I'm vocalist and performer. So
nice.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of moving parts. And people sometimes it's like the ugly ducklings trying to cross the street. In traffic, the mama's hen's got to keep everybody in line, and so it's your job to make sure everybody knows their role.
One thing about productions like that, something will always go wrong, and you got to be prepared for that, because if you lose it, if something goes wrong, it'll affect everything else. It's just like a wedding. I used to DJ weddings. No, seriously. I tell the bride, something will go wrong today, but don't let it get to you. There's a lot of things that will go right, and that's what you got to focus on. You just kind of move with it, deal with it, and move on. Don't dwell on it whatsoever.
Yeah, but Mike, you have a nice, heartwarming voice, tonality when you say that.
Thank you.
It's like very radio.
Got the jazz in the back.
That's right.
I wonder where I got that from.
It's like don't worry, calm down, meditate.
Yeah. That's right.
Meditate.
Yeah, that's true.
You're what's in Magic 106? Bedtime magic. I'll put everyone to sleep.
I figured it was you.
You're getting sleepy.
We can listen to the music too. We got in the background.
Yeah.
See?
I know. That's right.
That's so funny.
Okay, got the nice jazz playing too. Fits it. Well, listen, Denise, this is phenomenal. So people can't get tickets now to your event, right?
Well, they certainly can still call the St. Mary Center and just see what's available. There might be individual tickets. I'm not sure if there's any tables left. I know a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, they were holding X amount of tables just
for high rollers. Desperate high rollers. How bad do you want to sit down at the event?
I don't want to say no, because I would hate to say, refuse anyone that wanted to come. So I always say just call Nora at the St. Mary Center.
Yeah, give her your credit card number.
Or you can rent a boat and just kind of park.
Oh yeah, I was going to say you could.
Actually, some people did that. Yeah, that's true.
You park right off the pier and take a look. Why not?
So the show is at Marina Bay.
So it's right on the boardwalk. Yes. Oh. So again, we're scheduled for Tuesday, June 22nd. I mean 21st. Sorry, yes. With the rain date of the 22nd.
It's okay to
Yeah. And
still have that.
The event starts at 5:30, and we're gonna rock and roll.
Summer solstice, baby. Summer solstice.
Let's talk about the other.
And I have to give a shout out to my music person, Denise Hajjar, because her music is so stellar.
Oh, she was fun.
She is fun.
Yeah, she was fun.
We work so hard before the show. I'll be seeing her in a couple of weeks to put all the music together, and we just have such a fun night doing it. And she's amazing. So
she was your MC too. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. I'm a vocalist and MC.
Yes.
That's what I do. And she was good. She had the short hair. She had energy. Because it's tough when you try to work a crowd. They're like,
no,
I haven't had enough to drink yet. And so you gotta get some pizzazz out of them.
And that was on a bad day too. Remember, Joshua? Right. That was a rainy day.
Yeah, that was a rainy day.
Yeah, so she got the crowd moving still on a rainy day.
Mike was like, of course it's gotta rain when I gotta put my drones in the air. Damn it!
I still did it though.
There
we
we
still
go.
get some good drone shots.
Yes.
Well, who else is participating? Who are partnering with you? Like some of the restaurants and stuff.
So this year we just we did it a little differently. The restaurants are still trying to get back on their feet, so you don't want to keep abusing their generosity. So what we decided to do is everyone is going to get their own personal crudité box of things. So it's being put together by this wonderful company in Dorchester, and they'll have their own individual sampling of a delicious things.
Something
and
yummy.
they'll
Finger
be,
foods?
Yeah, a lot of finger foods, and then each table will have red wine and white wine and waters.
Chocolates.
And chocolates.
You
And Montilios.
Montilios,
They're doing the desserts.
Michael, are we going?
You said the magic word for me.
And then
I grew up on Montilios.
if they want to go up and get a drink, both restaurants will be open to let people go get drinks and bring them back to the table. So everyone is involved in some way, but we know the restaurants had the hardest hit, and we are sensitive to asking them, could you feed 500 people for free? It's just so.
And when they do it, it's like, oh my,
right,
you're golden.
So we came up with a wonderful solution, and we were told, we got the feedback, people aren't there to have a meal. They're there to have fun, have lots of wine.
Reasonably.
Reasonably. Pick on some, have a little munchies. That's what they're there for, because most of them will go to dinner afterwards.
Yeah, they go afterward to the restaurant.
And they're there for the fashion show, and for the raffle baskets, and for the charity. So we exhaled. We didn't have to put that pressure on ourselves about.
Well, you're lucky you have a restaurant right there at the boardwalk, so all they get to just walk
Are
right
you
over.
joining us?
Many restaurants on the boardwalk.
Josh, are you joining us?
Most likely, yeah. I mean, it's a Tuesday night, so I can schedule my clients off.
Yes.
And,
There we go.
Yes.
Or bring them.
I'll bring them. Yeah.
Sounds like a fun night on the boardwalk.
I'm very blessed. I feel so wonderful to be able to do a show like this. Mike, when I first approached you, it had never been done before to have a big fashion show on the boardwalk. How cool was that? And people just were overwhelmed by the whole outcome of being out in the air and the skyline and all these models having the freedom to move around. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, Marlena, you get something right there. I want you to give that to Denise. Denise, you had a little mishap. Denise had a little mishap in her boutique a little while back, and so she dropped one of her Boston Fashion Awards, and it broke. So I wanted to replace it.
Fell off the shelf.
Fell off the shelf.
No, it didn't. It's right here.
By accident.
It's right here for you.
There you go. But here's the thing. I ordered it. It's the wrong year. They put the wrong year on.
Oh, my God.
The award's right, but the year is wrong. So I have to get you another one now.
Oh, wow. No.
Okay, so that's actually supposed to say, it's supposed to say 2019 for that particular award. Because she won, Johnny Cupcakes won retailer in 2020. And you won designer evening or something, one of those two. And so that is actually wrong. But
I still love it.
Put that up on there for now, and I'm going to get you the right one, and we can swap it out.
Thank you.
Or you can just say you won both years. Because Johnny Cupcakes, I still have his, so he hasn't even come to collect his. So technically, you're, what the heck?
Now you have a surprise.
Thank you.
Oh, very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice, Mike.
And
That's
we
great.
will
Just
make
don't
sure.
drop that on the way.
No, I promise you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I had to
Thank
replace
you.
it because
Thank
I
you
didn't
so
want to.
much.
I didn't want to have you have a broken one up there, and not make it look good. So I have to
Thank
make it
you
look
so
good.
much.
You're welcome. No, that's fine. Yeah, I know they are very fragile because they're lead crystal. So it's handle with
It's
care.
really beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
It's
is.
very.
You know what's funny?
I mean,
I've got piles.
Did you
of them.
design that, Mike?
No, I didn't design. I designed the logos and everything. But the funny
Michael
thing
is
is,
very generous.
I've got piles of these awards that people haven't picked up yet, and they say, "Please send it to me." I was like, "If I send it to you, it's going to arrive in pieces."
Right.
You know how they throw packages?
Oh.
Seriously.
You
I mean,
need
I
to
have to
put
pick them up.
fragile on it.
I have to pick them up, so I know that they're going to be handled with care.
Beautiful.
But no, the people throw them, and they just, they're going to get broken very easily. So I said, the best way to get it is to come pick it up, or meet me somewhere. We try to give them away at every event that we do. Like Swim Boston coming up in June too, where ours is going to be about a week after yours.
Okay.
But yeah,
Are you
I was like,
coming?
Well, once you give me the information, I'll be there.
well, once I have it,
I
I'll
know
let you
my
know.
husband will be there. You just have swimsuits.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go to an event tonight. I'll be back in 3 hours.
Okay.
It's right up the street.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
But just so you know, Denise, I'm very excited for you.
Thank you.
And I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
This maybe be our second time seeing
Yes.
each other. So,
Yes. You
There you
know,
go. That's
everyone is excited. They're really pumped for this, and we just can't wait to do it. So we all have to pray for a beautiful night.
Yes.
There you
That's
go.
all.
oh yeah.
Yes, we'll make sure we get a hold of all
Please,
the gods,
Joshua.
the,
Yes.
you know, the weather gods, the wicked gods.
It's the 21st, not the
Yeah.
22nd.
21st.
The 21st.
Yeah, that's right.
It's summer solstice, the first day of summer. Yes.
Yes.
And so we want to thank you and Mario for coming into the studio.
Oh, thank you for having us. This is great.
We're you know, as Marlena has expressed, we're very excited for you and your new endeavor, and your and now your post-COVID.
I can't wait to go by.
Your post-COVID shows, and we'll see you there at your
Yes.
event. And Marlena, thanks for coming in and filling in the hot seat for me.
Thank you, Joshua, for having me.
And have a great week, everybody.
And Mike back there, thank you.
You're welcome.
For being Captain Kirk, the spaceship.
Captain Kirk. Okay, I like that.
And
Thank you, Mike, for
Mission
having
control.
us.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming down.
And I'm your host, Joshua Paul at NightMoves, and this is Performer.com. Thank you so much.